Hello everybody, this is Alabama, USA. I wanted to make my first video. Gonna show you my private little sanctuary. Gotta get through the jungle to get to the good parts. Okay, this is it. We've had a lot of rain, and I'm hoping that what I once picked out will have some new stuff. Not good at this. Remember, this is my first time. I'm gonna try my best. We might not have a lot in Alabama, but it's better than nothing. Keeps me good and healthy in the creek. Don't quite know what I'm looking for. Just anything different. Because as I've said before, I don't know a lot of the terminology. So I just have to go with it, learn from all of you guys that's helping me along the way. Wonderful group of people that I've met on YouTube. Now, this is some stuff I'm not sure about. It's so nice and soft and got like a real silky texture to it. You can see some lines inside of it. And down here you just really don't know because this creek has a way of putting a white peel on everything. So until you cut it, you don't know what's inside of it. I'm not sure what that is. I found a lot of fossilized wood, some stalagmite, stalactite, a lot of crystals down here. A lot of that. It's really heavy. Let's see if I can get that to focus in. There you go. It's kind of blue. Just not sure. Alright, I'm going to pause and get past that tree. Be right back. Well, not past the tree. But I found that. I'm not sure if you can tell how red that is. Let me get up here in the sunlight. Don't find a lot of red down here. That might look good slabbed. I'm going to give it a run for it. Not sure if y'all can see that or not. It's nice. Okay, let's get under this tree. I've never done this before, and it is hard looking for a rock holding a camera, and I don't know if y'all can see where I'm going. This is just the first attempt, and I'm definitely gonna post it. So no take back. I don't care what it sounds like, what it looks like, what it do. I'm gonna post it. I see me some good stuff to look through, but for some reason with this camera on, I feel like I gotta hurry. And I like to really go slow and look. And I usually find something beautiful every time. I'm gonna move a little quicker, because the good stuff is down a ways where you don't get very many people. I think they get spooked being way down here. But I do see footprints. But I know people come down here and just walk their dogs and stuff like that. So I don't know if they're looking for my rocks or just walking the dog in the beautiful creek. See, this is an artesian well. And even though we've had flood and rains, this will flash flood from runoff, but it will not stay up long. And it runs into the Alabama River. So it don't take very long for it to empty out. But there's nothing better than a good flash flood when the water is coming over that edge right there. Because believe it or not, there's a huge creek or the river or whatever. And it will come up and come over. And that's when you get down here and find everything. Alright, I'm going to try to find something and I'll turn it back on. Alright. I've been finding this. When I get the skin off of it, it's hard for me to see. I don't know if it's focused in. It's absolutely beautiful. When it's cleaned up, hopefully I'll get to show you that. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever done this. It's the first time I've ever even shown anybody anything other than a picture before I go and look for my rocks. It's been a good thing for me. Didn't know anything about rocks. I've always knew when I found something that I liked growing up, but they were just rocks, and they'd either get thrown in the creek, or if they were really pretty, I'd give them away. COVID hit, and I started taking care of my parents. Well, I didn't feel like them being in their 80s, they needed to see all the mess that was going on in the world and how bad the news was, and you know, all the stuff. So I started streaming, and that's how I already knew YouTube exists, but I didn't know about the community, the rock community, Rockhounding. And so we started watching because it was nice, clean videos, what we call shows. And my 80-year-old mother just fell in love. We had no idea that you could saw a rock in half and find beautiful magic inside. Now we do. I've joined a gem and mineral club, and it's about a 2-hour drive north of me, but it's worth it. I try to go up every Tuesday to the shop in Leeds, Alabama, where they have a lot of great equipment to work this rock. And for me to experiment and cut open for the first time, because a lot of you are so experienced and used to all the things that you're picking up, showing and doing, to where I'm brand new. So it's all just fresh and exciting for me every time. I have been told that this is fossilized rock. I mean, wood. But can't back that out. Somebody has done built them a little spillway. That's something new. With these, you never know what's inside. It's completely not what you see. It can be red, yellow, orange, little pieces, fortification lines. I was told it's agatized, petrified wood. So, it's a keeper. Oh, I can get it in my backpack. All right. What's that? That's nothing. I'm trying to learn how to look at it really good and make sure I really want it, because I've got a cooler full and my house is starting to look like somebody's been throwing rocks at it. So I'm gonna check out this little deal they got going here, because usually when you're building something like that, you don't look at it. You just picking up rocks and putting them in piles, because believe it or not, I have done this 100 times growing up. But we would always dig us a big hole right on the end to get in, because this water's nice and cool, and it is really hot outside. Can you see the fish? They come up here and spawn, and then the babies start hatching. I have saved several really big bass that got stuck. Not sure what that's called or what it is, but it sure will polish up real nice and pretty, and you can see right through it like glass. This is a trick. I don't know if you can see that. Wouldn't tell you how many times I've picked that stuff up thinking I have really found me something. And it's clay. See there? Just clay. But it'll trick you every single time. Every time. Nope. There are some fossils down here that I keep my eye open for. And I've been finding them. And I do not know what they are. I've had several people look. They have no idea. But I feel like it's something, so I've been, when I find little pieces, which sometimes they're big as my hand, and they look like the skull of something, I've even found some with some broken teeth in it. I just can't find out what it is. There's somebody gonna take them an elephant ear home, and they forgot it. It's crazy. I've been spending $20 for these all my life to get down here in this jungle and find them growing. So my mother, she's 81 years old. And buddy, she wanted to go rock hounding so bad. So I got her down here, and it's nice and flat. But my head just kept telling me, you know, it might not be a good idea. You got this 81-year-old lady down in the creek. She might need to get in better shape before we get down in here. Can you see how beautiful that is? That is fossilized wood, or agatized, fossilized, all the good stuff. Don't know how to do this. And I'm not going to apologize for wind, which I hear everybody doing, because there is no wind. It's hot as fire. I'm soaking wet in sweat, even though I'm in the shade, because I am in Alabama, and that's the way it rolls down here. Has been all my life, and I don't know why all of a sudden everybody thinks the temperature is going up. I believe people are sitting in the house in the air conditioner and then getting in the car and turning it on, and people's just not used to the heat, and it about kills you when you get out. But you can get used to it. I'm proof of that. I'll get down here and sweat. Now there's another one. Look at that. Let's see if I can get it in some light. This right here is my spot. I usually find something really good right here every time. I don't know why, but somehow it lights up right there. I want to show you this in the light. That is a mushroom, not a rock. Let me see if I can find my special prize. You got to be careful because these snakes is all in these trees and they wait for birds. But if you move that tree, they will drop down on you and make you dance like you ain't never danced. That big old water snake is the scariest thing ever got on you. Like a cockroach, you ain't scared of it till it lands on you. And buddy, you will flat hit yourself in the face. One of them big old cockroaches fly on you. Gotta be careful down here too. Watch your step. Cause sometimes you can sink up to your knees. I love little stuff like that. Don't know why. It's got a line in it. I like it. Remember, y'all, this is my first time trying my best to see into the camera. It's not as easy as y'all make it look, I can tell you that. Dang. It's hard looking for a rock. I do enjoy talking to myself, though. That is really cool, because I'm a talker. Of course, a lot of y'all seen how much I type on y'all's videos, because when you're keeping or helping somebody, people tend to stay away. Even though I've never asked for help, don't ask anybody to do anything for me. I've been helping family members stay out of nursing homes and get better or whatever's going on for many years. And I have found you kind of lose everybody, friends and family, because you focused on somebody else's health. And you can't pay much attention to what's going on. You can't leave. I don't trust strangers. Don't necessarily trust anybody. Learn the hard way. And that little voice in my head that I listen to very closely now tells me, do it yourself if you want it done right. And you want people to keep it up. Alright, I'm going to look for some rocks. And I will turn this back on. Looks like I got 21 minutes on here. I'm not sure how. It's the first time I ever done this on my phone. So I will come back on when I pass that pile of stuff down there. I believe I just came back on. I thought I was on and I was just going at it. And I realized the whole thing was off. So you don't get to see what I just did. And I'm not going to redo it. It's 100 degrees plus. And these white rocks reflect it right back at you. I am completely drenched. And I've only been out here for probably 30 minutes. I got my water because I was having some bad dizzy spells. And I didn't realize that I was waiting too long to hydrate. There's that clay that tricks me every time. And I realized I got to hydrate before I realized I need a drink of water. So my backpack's full of water. You can see the footprints there. Somebody done been in here. But that's alright. There's always somebody doing something. But they're not going to get my rocks. Because it's been sitting there millions of years waiting on me. And nobody else can get it. It might not look like much, but I'm going to tell you, I have been to several of the creeks thinking I was going to find better, and I don't find anything. I want to go to Somerville. Jeff and Vicky invited me to meet them over there, but with what I do with my mother, I have to plan in advance. I do want to, he also invited me to come up and get some geodes out of that creek. And you could see why I would be excited about that. Because I'm down here in water moccasin alligator territory. But I grew up with it, so it don't bother me at all. Like y'all up there with the bears. Don't seem to y'all ever see any, or y'all don't show it. I've been to Nevada and all through there. I took the long way to Nevada from Alabama. Went up to Colorado and cut across the United States just to see it. But guess who didn't know anything about a rock other than it's pretty? Me. Here's another place that I stumble up on and I find these beautiful rocks or something. I don't know why they sit here and wait on me, but they do. And I'm not complaining, because I have found some really good stuff right here in this spot. And these snakes keep me out of here. This right here is what we call muscadine. It's full of grapes. There's some green ones. Get kind of worried about the snakes, so I don't really get up in there. But once they get ripe, I will be eating them. I love them. Reminds me of being a kid when you get that muscadine. Like a piece of snot inside, but it tastes good. People make wine and stuff out of it. Look at that. I don't know what that big old chunk of log is. That's a piece of sandstone. It weighs too much. I actually check these because sometimes you pick it up and that joker's got purple crystals just jumping all out of it. Probably can't see it because I'm in the shade. It is nothing until you flip it over and find them purple crystals coming out the sides. But it goes on the ground until you find it. Alright, I'm going to turn this off. Don't know how long it'll let me download or what it'll let me download. So I'm going to keep looking. If I find something, I'm going to turn it on. Well, got sweat on it. That joker ain't working now. Come on, go off for me. I didn't know I could do that. Let me get this shade so I can see. That's where it came from. It's still counting down, so I ain't turned this joker off yet. Can't get it on, can't get it off. That's my luck. Here we go. Let me try it. It's just not going off. Alright. I'm just going to keep it running as long as it'll run. I don't know how many people will watch this mess, because I see them beautiful videos y'all got. I hadn't learned how to wait till I find one, film, and turn it off and put it all together and make it pretty. I do understand y'all look for rocks for a long time to make them videos and do a lot of editing. That will come if I decide. I do have some equipment coming. Got a nice shed in the back of my property. It's real nice. My dad built it before he passed away and turned it into a Bass Pro Shop. Then he turned it into a hardware shop, and he didn't need none of it. He had dementia, and we let him do what he wanted to do. He deserved to enjoy himself. I kept my promise. No nursing homes, no feeding tubes. And he died at home, peacefully, in his sleep. So you gotta be careful in that stuff at kudzu. I have seen snakes come out of there moving faster than you ever thought a snake could move. Grabbed a frog in springtime, and I'm gonna tell you, I ain't never in my life heard a frog screaming for help. That looks kind of nice. It's got some pretty stuff running in it. I've been liking that opal. And there's some black rock down here that just really shines up pretty. And I thought that opal would look really nice on top of it. So I've been collecting it, slicing it. Kind of doing like a cabochon with it, but cabochon. Y'all know I was saying cabochon with a V for a long time. And I was spelling it when I'd write. Nobody said nothing. That's a dog. It's cab, C-A-B. That's what made me look it up when I noticed people just saying C-A-B instead of saying the word. I was like, why are they saying calf? So found out what I was writing was a dog. Then I thought the holes in the rocks were called bugs, B-U-G-S. So I was writing bugs, because I truly believe that the holes in the rock had bugs in it. And that's why people said, got bugs. Or there's a bug and there's a bug. Come to find out, that joker is a, what is it? Dang it. Bug with a B. Never heard of that. Nobody said that. So if you ever hear me say something, and heck, a lot of y'all probably don't even understand me. I never thought about that. Now this is one I like to cut, because you never know what's inside of it. I was told that it's also wood. But I'm completely not sure. Tuesdays is my 6 hours. I drive up a hour and a half to use them saws. And I believe this right here is new. I mean, apparently it's not new, but that joker wasn't there last time I was. So all this done washed out. Give me some new stuff to look at. Not sure if y'all gonna be able to see this. I'm just gonna keep on going. Keep my eyes open for the critter. Get ready to jump when it moves. Sometimes when them snakes get on you, you just got to stop and be still and let it do what it do. And just don't go on, because you don't want to step on it. I'm gonna have to give this a real good look through, because this is all new bank. Last time I was here, this was covered in rock, completely covered. That looks like a piece of wood. I'm not sure what that is. It's heavy. I'm not hauling it. It's an old stump. This cliff has got some nice stuff in it right here. I say cliff. You know, in Alabama, I didn't even know we didn't have mountains until I grew up. I always thought a mountain meant if it has a rock, it's a mountain. If it's dirt, it's a hill. Nope. Found out it's how tall that joker is. Oh, live and learn. I am blessed. I might be ignorant, but I'm not stupid. I can learn. Bless it. I have found some really good. It's strange how you find stuff and you can come back to that spot later and find more. This is one of them spots, but it has just completely changed since the last time I was here. That's where I seen my first snake, right there in that hole. He dropped out of that tree. That's called elderberry. We got them everywhere. There's some new ones. Elderberry. We even take an elderberry supplement every morning. I always say I'm gonna get out and pick me some, but I tell you, I don't need something else to do. That's why I get out here and do this, to get out of my head for a little while. But I have a feeling a lot of y'all know what I'm talking about, because I watch y'all and we got a lot in common. See that black sand? I keep on telling my buddy, he's really into gold. And I'm like, man, my little private creek I go to, It's got black sand everywhere. I can't tell if y'all can see that or not. Don't even know where I got it pointed. But that's it. There's just black sand all in here. I've noticed it since I've been coming. But I ain't about to sit down and irritate myself trying to find a little piece of gold. And I figured if there's gold in here, there'd be people around here trying to get it. I ain't never seen them. See all that black sand running through there? Because that water's running? Just black. And I don't see no gold, so that's it. And then we're coming into another creek here. That's mine. And then this one comes in right here. But I have never went up in there. It just looks deep, too sandy. You can sink down in there. I'm by myself. That's where we come from. And that's where I'm going. Heading to the river. And this has really throwed my game off. Because I usually find all kind of stuff. But my mind's just erasing. Because I know I got this phone on. And I'm aware I've never done it before. I really don't care. There's another something somebody did playing down here on the weekend. Which that's good. It's a nice, clean, beautiful place to bring your kids. You ain't got to worry about them drowning. Hardest thing about bringing kids is keeping up with them. They stay about 20 steps ahead of you. And you can talk all you want to about snakes and alligators. And it's like they ain't listening. And then when they finally see one, it's like, you ain't told them. It's like, I told you they was out here. They don't believe you till they see it. Here. That's been there a while, but it used to be huge. And it has come down last year. I just can't believe I ain't finding nothing beautiful. I thought this place was gonna be loaded after all that rain and wash. But I think I'm off my game from, wished I had a camera just to put on my head. That way I could just look for my rocks and film at the same time. I'm sure they got it. Because holding this phone is about irritating. Well, not really. Kind of like it. But I want to find something. I'm always looking for Indian stuff because you can find it. Usually it's when you don't expect it. Just look down there, it is. I think I'm just going to walk and let y'all see how beautiful this is back here in Alabama. Because mostly in Alabama you got a lot of swamps and sand. You don't find rocks like this. And somehow I looked up, this was my first place I came, and I found a little bitty rock with fortification lines in it. And my brain was like, man, if you got a little one, here's a big one. So it got me looking, and you should see my fireplace mantle at home. And I've seen the piles of stuff y'all got, and I just swear I hope that don't happen to me. But I've learned you can't hardly give these jokers away. People just, if they're not into rocks, they just don't see it. They don't see the beauty in it. And I'm kind of, I like finding stuff. I don't really want to possess it. I do put one on the mantle because what I do is when I find something nice, I don't really look at it. I do know that it's nice and I found it, but I stick it in my backpack real quick. And when I get home, that's my mother's rockhounding adventure. I get my bag and we get on the couch after it gets dark, get my light, and we start going through what I found. So really it's kind of like I hadn't seen it like that, and I see stuff I hadn't seen, and then she gets to be amazed. All right, I got to get in because I'm not, well, yeah, we all walk around that joker. Excuse me. I'm full of my new vitamins and I got a lot of energy. I've lost about 45 or 50 pounds since October. Used to have to stay up at the top of the creek because I didn't have the breath to haul it all down here. Now I'm able to get in here and really look and walk for miles. It don't bother me. The walk back is usually the hardest. And I usually save my water. Until I'm just feel like I'm just really about to drop. But then I found out that's why I was blacking out. Not blacking out, but almost. See the footprint? That joker. That could be a woman. It's such a little, I got big 13 feet, but I guess that could be a dude. But that's a child or a woman right there. Barefooted. Yeah, that's kids. So that could be from the weekend. Them woods right there. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, because I can't. They are full of rocks from the overflow. I always gotta watch out because you got wild boars. See all them rocks? When that flash flood, I don't know if y'all see that or not. When that flash floods come through, it washes over. I don't know if it's coming to me or from me. But that them woods is full of it. A lot of wild bees and honeybees in it. Look at that big old hagstone. If y'all see that. It's the biggest hagstone I ever found. I learned that term too. Look, that joker's big. Wear that around your neck. Jump into deep water. It's just beautiful out here. I love it. Peaceful. Extremely rare to run into anybody. And when you do, it's usually okay. I do keep my weapon with me, because you just never know what people are capable of doing. And I'm ready. Ready as I can be, because the show can't run, can't go up a tree. I find this stuff everywhere. Makes my hands stink instantly. I believe it's some kind of iron. Let me see if I can get better with that. This stuff is everywhere. When you cut it open, it's got like a red paint and sand. They're hollow. But man, my hand stinks when I touch it. I'm that way with any kind of metals. Brass is the worst. If I walk in a bar and go up, get a drink, touch that brass bar, buddy, you can smell it instantly. I'm gonna look on my way back. I'm not able to really look. I'd like for y'all to see as much as I can show you of my creek. It just keeps going. I've never even reached the river. Had to turn around and come back. And I'll just walk slow on my way back. If I see something pretty, I'll pick it up and show y'all. Well, that's blue and heavy. Just tell you, you can pick them things up all day long out here. That's what I do. If I pick up something that I see all the time, take it to the shop, cut it open, then I figure out if that's a good one or not. That one I was talking about earlier with it's crystal, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure. This is what I call it because you can see through it. Anything I can see through, that's crystal, like glass. But I'm gonna cut some of that and cab it tomorrow and see what that looks like, because it takes a shine so quick. You ain't on them wheels no time, and you got it. Okay, I'm looking at 47 minutes. I don't even know how YouTube does this or how that they're gonna let me download this much. I didn't even know my phone would hold a 47-minute video. And I know people might be seeing stuff that I don't even know what it is. But I just go for colors, fortification lines, something that's real different I had never seen before. I learn a lot from y'all. I know I don't want that joker. Probably got snakes all in it. We have a lot of tornadoes and stuff, so when that happens, these trees come down. I like it. I think it's beautiful. And it's just natural. It gives everything something to live in or live on, hunt, get that food. There's gonna be something in here. This is all changed since the last time I was here. All of it. It's not quite what I'm talking about, but it's close. Don't know if y'all can see that. I can't see it. Just so black. Now if I get home and all this is just darkness, I'm gonna save this because it's got mica in it. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see that. I've been collecting mica for the junior club at the gym mineral shop. Little boy was excited about mica. Extremely intelligent young man. He could even read cursive, and that just impressed me. Because a lot of these kids now, they graduate school and they can't even read. It's like, my God, you're gonna need a message one day and you're not gonna be able to read it. Well, I guess I'm gonna cut this off because I'm on 49 minutes. Not sure how many minutes they're gonna let me load. Didn't get to really show y'all anything. But you know, it's been good. It's been real. But it hadn't been real good. Maybe next time when I learn how to do this a little bit better. It's just a beautiful place. But it's hard to keep your eyes open for the snakes, the rocks, where you stepping, what you stepping on, and talking. I think I like the talking part. I think that's gonna be my favorite thing, just running my mouth all by myself. Oh, I don't mind that. Now you can't see that purple in that. That's a pretty one. That's definitely pretty. That's a blue purple. And I've heard them call that an agate. Just don't know, but I'm gonna keep it. Don't keep a lot anymore. Like I said, I don't want a rock garden. I don't want piles of rocks in my yard. So if it ain't something I'm gonna try, I try not to keep it. Because I can't give them jokers away. I started this trying to get my little nephew to come back on over. Me and him had fun last summer swimming in another creek. And it's full of snakes and alligators, but we had a blast. But he grew up on me. He turned 12, and one day he was trying to break my ribs, showing me how strong he was. And the next day he didn't hug anymore. Well, 5 days later, give him that, 5 days. But something happened. He transitioned and he was grown, and he didn't want to hug. He didn't want nobody to touch him. And you got to respect a man when they say they don't want to be touched. And I love him, so I got to respect his wishes. Hopefully he'll be like his granddaddy, my brother, and he'll change. My brother did the same thing. You get older and you realize you got to give out some love to get some. Everybody wants a little bit of love. Hopefully you don't get too old to where it's too late and everybody hates you. Alright, that's the long way, and that's the short way, shortcut. That's where I found $20 in the dirt. First time rockhounding ever paid off. I appreciate it if y'all watching. I'm gonna try to turn this joker off now, and I'm gonna try to get better at it and see what we can do, because I love doing this and showing people how beautiful Alabama is. Just amazing to me. Y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching.